Yeah. Damn, TikTok. Ooh, TikTok. I need to like update this. Ooh, just 5 minutes. That's what's up.
After Johnny was confronted overseas over his alleged snitching, it actually appeared to be the ending of an algorithmic era of errors, as after covering him for over a year, he actually disappeared for over a month after getting snatched overseas. But then this obviously edited thumbnail appeared on my homepage, where he's apparently back home live streaming, once again crashing out.
I'm live to 1,400 people right now! Not including what's on Twitch! X! You lying motherfucker! I'm done! Stop lying about me! You want me to be the villain of YouTube? I'll be the villain of YouTube! I don't give a bro! I don't give a stop telling me.
Now his live viewership showed that he peaked at over 3,000 people on YouTube, but that number quickly dissolved to under 100, and curiously, the day after the stream showed only 2,000 views. Now I'm not necessarily saying Johnny was botting himself, and although I'm not a math Asian, but those numbers aren't quite numbering correctly. As if I do a live stream to 3,000 people, my views overall would be over 25,000, and the day after will sit at 27,000. And that's not an anomaly, as when I had a live stream that hit 4,000 concurrent viewers, the total views were 33,000, as the average viewer only watches 10 minutes of the show, which boosts it to about 36,000 the next day. And again, I'm not sitting here trying to flex views as if imaginary numbers on some social media site made me more important than another person, but I think it's important to know that you probably shouldn't be running around bragging about views if there's something so suspicious going on the back end that YouTube actually wipes out your account, because unlike other social media platforms, YouTube actually pays real money for your viewership, so to my understanding, they don't tolerate botting as much as other streaming sites. Which this crash out stream wasn't particularly making Johnny look good. It was apparently just to steal views from Jay Aubrey.
You're gonna upload a video about me, I'm gonna steal your thumbnail and your title, and I'm gonna add Johnny Somali reacts to the end of it, and I'm gonna react to it within the 30 minutes that you dropped it to slow your shit down. You.
To which the top reply was making fun of him for only taking 200 views, but Johnny insisted that he actually got 3,000 views, although Aubrey's million subscriber channel gave him 400,000. Now Aubrey did show my video at one point, but Johnny says all these commentary channels critical of him actually bring him real life clout.
Do you not understand? Every time one of you million YouTuber videos make a video like this about me, my body count goes up 10 to 20. I had a last night video call me and say, oh, you're Johnny Somali? Here's my tits, look, daddy. I'm a groomable age.
Of all the things that I think didn't happen, girls flashing you over a video chat after seeing you getting attacked overseas on repeat, that story has to land between the moon landing and me hitting 100 million subscribers, as in, depending on who you ask, very improbable. But what I really mean is it doesn't even matter, because most people straight up won't believe you. As the more Johnny goes into how successful he is, the more angry he becomes.
We are the kick criminals. I don't give a... We are convicted and alleged criminals, all of us. And that's why the kick is a family. Kick is a mafia. Kick is a RICO charge. We are all criminals on Kick. We are a paid criminal organization. Eddie pays us to do crime.
Which for some reason reminds me of those counterfeit and fresh dudes.
Again!
And I guess these guys just don't understand how incongruent freaking out and experiencing success is. You never see someone win the NBA championship, get the promotion of a lifetime, or marry the girl of their dreams, then running the stream, raging at the camera, angrily shouting how successful they are, as if anything it's just evidence on how badly their lives are spiraling out of control. As if you watch my channel for long enough, you'll notice that I don't emote often, and the few times that I do, it's used to really drive home a point, that hey, I'm passionate about this specific talking point, so when you hear Decoy Voice shouting F this thing in particular, it really grabs your attention. But if you see somebody online constantly streaming how much they're winning, absolutely nobody's gonna believe that. As Johnny does have brief moments of clarity.
I don't have no watch, no chain, my t-shirt's from f***ing Target. My pants aren't even real Adidas. These are from Thailand or something that has 4 stripes
And I just absolutely love the idea that somebody can be so self-aware that they themselves can be in on the joke of their shortcomings. I'm not a math Asian, I look like a bootleg Sub-Zero, my broken speech pattern is like a Chinese Christopher Walken. I mean, this whole channel is like a cautionary tale of California's public school system. But I really think accepting your situation is his pathway out of this, as I know he watches my channel, and out of all the people that covered his overseas antics, I was probably the nicest out of everybody. I'd call him out on his bad behavior, but also be the only person to say, you should stop before this goes too far, as he at least somewhat respects my efforts.
At least I can respect Oompville in a Tozy and Decoy voice. The other commentary at least show their face.
As the other two YouTubers he referenced are in the millions of subscribers, and I'm still sitting at 500, not really scratching the surface of internet relevance. And honestly that's fine, because typically when you blow up on the internet and absolutely everybody knows who you are, it's rarely for good reasons, or more importantly, sustainable. Because when you see somebody like Johnny suddenly surging on social media everywhere over shouting Nagasaki at the Japanese, he did apologize shortly after, but since saying sorry isn't nearly as interesting as getting slapped into the cement by some random tourist, or being sentenced to prison over your nuisance streams, it's almost like an addiction these streamers get for internet relevance, as he's had multiple opportunities to quit and get a normal mundane job back home, but he's already planning more trips overseas, where best case scenario he gets smacked again, which trends his name all across social media, and worst case he gets incarcerated again. Sure, he might get paid from the people laughing as he finds out, but absolutely none of this leads into a long-term career online, because the viral views you get while finding out never stay around while you're not, and nobody should be chasing the career path of becoming the internet's piñata. But if you appreciate alliteration over my concise commentary on the tragic status that is today's reality, hopefully I've earned your subscription without getting punched even once, then go check out the video of the girl that left a woman to drown, but then just laughed about it for her live stream.
Before Foolio would become one of the most promising rappers to emerge out of Jacksonville, Florida, with his songs like Double That and SRT. Before Foolio would become embroiled in a bitter feud with fellow Jacksonville rapper Youngeen Ace, one that would turn deadly.
I saw one of his little homeboys in the mall, being with in a fight or something.
Before Foolio would have over 300,000 subscribers on YouTube, 30,000 followers on Twitter, as well as 750,000 followers on Instagram at the time of this recording, Foolio was an American rapper who's produced music since 2015 and found his big breakthrough moment 3 years later with his hit single Crooks.
Write it in the books, I'm a crook, tell by the look, got these I'm a vet and you steady real.
For those of us who have a handle on his life story, his making a name for himself off of that song is one of those strange coincidences of art imitating life. Because if Foolio grew up learning how to do anything on the streets of Jacksonville, it was of the less than legal variety. Hell, even after establishing himself as a musical force, Foolio still dealt with the deadly ramifications of his feuds from the city streets. But how did his past keep cropping up time and time again into the new life that he made for himself? Keep watching our newest episode of Before They Were Gone to find out. Foolio was born Charles Jones on June 21st, 1998 in Duval County, an area of Jacksonville, Florida, which was a dangerous spot to grow up in, to say the least. When Foolio took the time to reflect back on his past, he didn't often bring up his parents or other family members. Instead, what clearly left the biggest impression on him are the connections he made on the streets and the friends he lost along the way. It was such a difficult upbringing that the only outlet Foolio had at his disposal was to turn his hardships into musical lyrics and purge his demons with therapy by writing rap songs while listening to acts like Eminem, Lil Wayne, and 50 Cent. While he was learning a lot in the streets, in terms of his in-class education, Foolio attended school all the way up to 9th grade. But that year he got shot in the hip while stepping off of the school bus, and his whole life changed. After that close call, Foolio made the decision that he was far too easy of a target and dropped out of school altogether. With limited employment options, it was at this point in his life that Foolio decided to embrace the journey of becoming a rapper. First things first, let's get one thing straight about Foolio's name. Despite what some people believe, Julio is not actually officially part of his rap name. It's simply part of his social media handles.
Julio is not even like part of my rap name. That's just how it is on Instagram. I've been.
After tinkering away in the studio for about a year, Foolio began to receive some early notice for a song titled Coming Up, featuring Stunt and Loss, which dropped in 2015 and earned around 500,000 views in only about a month. In fact, this single found itself getting streamed enough times online that Foolio was able to book himself local gigs at Jacksonville nightclubs, including his favorite venue at the time, the strip club Mascaras, where he networked on the regular. By the following year, he was ready to drop his first project, Who I Am, which contained 12 tracks, including the hit Reach the Top, which would further establish Foolio as a musical force to be reckoned with.
Jump up out the jam, I don't give a damn, I be going ham.
Then, in 2017, Foolio dropped his second mixtape, the aptly named Industry Invasion, which featured Feel It, a song that would become his first to cross the 1 million view mark on YouTube. All of this hard work set the table for the biggest year of Foolio's career in 2018, when he teamed up with the super producer Zaytoven to release the album Sixtoven, which featured the monster hit Crooks, the song that would turn him into a viral sensation. He then followed that track up with the 1-2 punch of Slide and Voodoo, all of which had their music videos released on World Star Hip Hop to more views than ever. By 2020, he was producing music at an even more frantic pace, dropping 2 albums, Top Conniver and Love Me Like I'm Dead, in that 1 year alone. But here's the thing, as much as Foolio has made his name off of the back of some killer tracks, he's also seen his name in the news under some pretty horrific circumstances, like that time in 2020 when both he and his partner were shot at and his girl ended up catching a bullet. Thankfully she ended up okay, but it was definitely a close call. So why did this happen? Well, ever since his time growing up on the streets of Jacksonville, Foolio has been unable to extricate himself from his former activities. In fact, there are 2 major rival factions in Jacksonville right now. ATK, whose star rapper is Youngin Ace, and KTA, who's headlined by none other than Foolio. Now, this beef has been going on for years, long before Foolio was a viral star, and it escalated in May of 2017 with the ending of 19-year-old Zion Brown, Foolio's cousin. From that point on, hardly a year has gone by when someone from either group hasn't lost a member to gun violence. It's an incredibly dark story, one worth perhaps pursuing in another video, say the dark side of the Jacksonville music scene. But the violent nature of it means it doesn't really have a place here in the story of Foolio's come up, other than to provide context. What's important to know for now is that Youngin Ace dropped a song called Who I Smoke, which went viral before people came to the realization that it was actually a diss track in disguise, directed at those members in KTA who have lost their life in Jacksonville over the past few years. Of course, many of the men mentioned were good friends of Foolio, and he wasn't going to take this lying down. Only a few weeks later, he'd strike back with the track When I See You, which does much the same thing as Who I Smoke, only from the other side of the equation, with Foolio name-dropping passed away ATK members. Most recently, it looks like the rambunctious personality Foolio maintained had caught up with him. He was caught in his car on his 26th birthday in Tampa on the 21st of June 2024, an encounter he wouldn't walk away from. Be sure to let us know what you thought about this story in the comments down below, and let us know if you want to see the dark side of Jacksonville's music scene video as well. Follow us on Instagram at BeforeTheyWereFamous to vote.
That's still crazy. Still crazy. I listen to his music too. I can't believe that shit. But that's life.
Baby.
When you do gang shit, that happens. Man. I wasted 20 minutes just to get this shit right. Oh yeah. I'm about to do this. We about to do this, daddy. Ooh. Yo. Yo. Okay, that should go. The fuck is going on? Fuck. Ooh, I'll take those. Oh shit, my man. Ah, hell no. Never. Nevertheless, you crash at my place, baby, you're wrecked. Nevertheless, crash at my place, baby, you're wrecked. Oh, I felt. Ooh, like a cruise, not trying to lose. Let's just suck by ya. Power be too much left in the dust. Let's just stuck by ya. You're my sunflower. Alright, let's see. Okay, let's see. Hold on. Nine more levels, I'll get to 90. That's what's up. Fuck, that's gonna take forever though, honestly. Crash at my place, baby, you're wrecked. Crash at my place, baby, you're wrecked. That's fucking creepy. Hold on, let me go check on my daughter. I feel weird not saying anything to her. bitch. You know I'm sexy. Alright, so I'm not so sure what I should do. But yeah, I need to talk to him. I just remember, yeah, I need to talk to him. I fucking know. I need to listen to something. Yeah, damn. I really wasted 30 minutes. Wow. Sorry, guys.
何かさせてくれませんか？タイマーはどのクリニックでも新店舗オープン記念でそこを最大5センチ長く
Their actions were so brutal that they became known as the infamous Scissor Sisters. But what exactly happened for them to be given such a gruesome nickname? With 1 year began to wash up a By the way, have you ever tried a Gonster before? McSkinnis with Monster Energy, and apparently you get this. I mean, personally, I'm both terrified and kind of curious to try it. Anyway, they doing it in Dublin, which is found in England. As the capital city, Dublin is the most densely populated area in the country, though still it has a population of only 5. Banks of the River Liffey, giving it both a social and laid back. This is no surprise, as the people of Dublin are famous for providing friendly welcomes to strangers.
My fucking ears.
Visiting.
Oh, that's it? There's another one. Somewhere.
Throw away from the city. Take a step back into Dublin, and you'll be met with and sights, sounds, and smells. The city is crammed full of Irish architecture. And
No, that's bullshit.
the streets around Dublin's old castle.
What's up, Eli?
The pleasant smells of
I see you.
It's just a shame that they can be so expensive. And momentarily speaking, that's where Scentbird comes in. Scentbird is a monthly scent subscription service that saves you money and fragrance best for you. Now, this is just my own personal
Oh, that's it, right?
but fragrances
Ah, right
are
here.
an excellent way to express your personality,
It's empty.
boost your confidence, and feel
Fuck.
attractive. In fact, did you know that a recent poll revealed that 85% of people believe that their fragrance is important than their own personal identity. With Scentbird, you can experiment and change your fragrance every single month. Select a scent of your choice, and you'll receive a 30-day supply in a travel-sized vial, which is perfect
Oh, yeah.
for on the go. With something every once in a while.
Ah!
Scentbird fragrances, including popular brands like Prada, Saatchi, and more spoke labels like Marc and Roger. The most recently developed fragrances is $100, which is ludicrous in this economy. Scentbird, I can try a fragrance is the Scentbird is exactly what I needed, and my own favorite fragrances. By Versace, and by Dr. Gabbana, and my signature scent, Leighton by Parfum. With notes of bergamot, lavender, and vanilla, I know the house later. Scentbird is the personality fragrance. Oh, and by the way, having fragrance to try every single month is a great thing to look forward to, so don't give it a try. To answer that, you can try your first month of Scentbird for $, and then your following month at $60. If you request it, use my code COFFEE55 to scan the QR code and over 55% off your first order. So you need to do this fragrance. Thank you to Scentbird for sponsoring the video. Thank you to you folks for supporting content creators. Let's get straight back to this case. I'm 12 stories ahead, and as I was saying, you will find that the streets of Dublin are alive on any given day. However, 30th of 2005, the local, the quieter areas of Dublin would peer into the River Liffey, only to set their eyes on a more discovery. Floating up the river, they found a severed leg, which had been cut off by the knee and with its song. Authorities were notified immediately, and the area surrounding the discovery was secured while investigations began. After all, they had uncovered a leg so long, and so several questions still remained. Where was the rest of the body? Was this person? And how could they be identified? After careful observation, they determined that the leg must belong to a man, and soon enough, from him was discovered. Over the following hours, divers scoured the River Liffey and found 7 holes. Parts of his arms, legs, and torso were recovered, marking depths. However, to identify him, they needed a face, which was never found, and the strangest part of this discovery was still yet to come. Upon a post-mortem examination, it was found that the man's genitals had been entirely severed off, this being the other piece that would never be found. However, despite lacking a face and his jewels, the authorities persevered to identify this unfortunate man. Over the following days, several media people made across Ireland, pleading for any information to identify him, and his identity remained a mystery for several long days. That was until the man from Ceylon came forward. Though he had nothing to do with the killing, he recognized the t-shirt that was draped over the torso. He believed it belonged to a man that he had previously worked with, that being a 40-year-old man named Farah Swan. Now, according to Farah himself, he had told his friend that he was actually from Somalia. His family had all died in the Somali attack. However, further investigation was discovered that actually he was one of the person.
Hold on. Let's talk.
Impeccable timing. I was just thinking of you. You've gone through great lengths to clear a path ahead for us. The stage has been set for final preparations.
Here you go. We can't just go back to business after what you did.
Business? No, we can save that for later. I understand how my methods may seem extreme, but remember you are only seeing the end of the story. There are many chapters you've missed up until now. Perhaps I can provide some insight. Did you know that lightning can reach temperatures hotter than the surface of the sun? Energy beyond that of a star, and yet we can survive being struck by it. The Lost. Myself. My Cassidy. We live with it inside us, dancing, colliding, beautifully and violently. Invisible forces taking form right here, inside, in a fervent embrace. Chaos contained.
Nothing short of a miracle, I guess. I don't follow. Does this disappoint? Sounds like you're on a bit of an ego trip. Nothing short of a miracle, I guess.
Not a miracle, no. It's nature. When I first heard my Cassie's voice, it was magnetic, ensnaring me from across the room. Every footstep perfectly placed, as if I'd done it 1,000 times before. It was a force. A path so clear, so natural, a gravitational.
Okay.
Two entities brought together and a magnificent explosion as a result. Only possible with our meeting. The world shifted at our very presence. From that point on, we did the impossible together.
I'm really sorry for. I'm sorry you lost her, Hugo. Your past doesn't excuse your past doesn't excuse what you've done.
You think I'm speaking of the past? No. When the feral mind began to take her, I feared losing her forever. That spark between us lost its charge. She slipped further and further away. I made a choice. To follow the only path that had provided us any hope. I reignited that spark. I brought her to the device. I pushed it to its limit. I allowed it to impart on us that power greater than the burning surface of the sun.
Okay. So you caused the accident, created the loss, just as I thought. You're insane. What kind of hope did you see? So you caused the incident, created the loss.
An accident implies a lack of intent. No, it was a choice. The creation of the loss was no mistake. Its failure to reach completion is, however, a half-step that left them deserted in a reality all their own. But we need to bring them back. All of them, not just like Cassie. We need to bridge the divide. That is what I'm trying to fix here. That is where I need your help.
Okay. Okay, I think I can get behind that. I hear you out, but I'm not agreeing to anything just yet. I hear you out, but I'm not agreeing to anything just yet.
That is all I ask. We are so close to a solution now. I've provided Hilda and Audrey with all they need to complete our work. If you speak with them downstairs, they will be able to provide next steps.
Okay, I'll talk with Hilda and Audrey. Good night, baby. Good night, baby. Good night. Good night, baby. Wanna sleep with Daddy? Daddy's better still small for you.
You should have arrived a few years back. The old vault sure was something. You know, before the accidents.
I didn't want to kiss you. Kiss. Daddy talking to Honey. Love you. Good night, baby. Good night, baby. Get some more. Okay. Good night, okay? Bye-bye. Okay, Honey. Bye-bye. Okay. Can you close the door? Thank you. Okay, I'll talk to Hilda and Audrey. You seriously think Audrey is going to cooperate?
She knows there's more at stake than her childish passions. She may hate me to my very core. You may as well. But that doesn't change what needs to be done.
Okay, I'll talk with Hilda and Audrey.
Thank you. They are already caught up and will provide you with the information you need. Now, is there anything else? I'd prefer if we could begin soon.
Better to get it done. You said you're close to some kind of solution. I had questions about the weather device. Audrey is never going to forgive you, you know?
You say that now, but when we succeed, when we fix all of this, well, I imagine she'll come around.
You say you're close to some kind of solution.
Yes. Hilda and I had been chasing a potential lead for some months now. We reached a blockade, though. One that was obliterated by your arrival. She and Audrey can provide the specifics, but in short, I believe I am the key. Or at least the results of my mutation are As I remind you, I'm no scientist. But there is hope. I have seen it.
I had some questions about the weather device.
The weather machine? Really? A machine? A tool? What could be left to discuss?
Where did this come from? What does that have to do with the Lost? Where did this come from?
It was acquired. A last-minute sales pitch. I never anticipated it would have the impact it did, both positively and negatively. I hardly care to discuss history and trivial details. What it was is irrelevant. What it is now, progress. A solution.
Okay. What does it have to do with the Lost?
It is the catalyst for their creation, and the creation of the storm as well. Though both appear to be living far beyond their conception. Our attempts to stop the spread of the feral mind led to a step in another direction. Now, we course correct.
What does, that's all for now. Alright, you said I had Audrey, better get going now.
We couldn't have come this far without you. I hope you know that.
I'm tired of all the red tape and security checks. Just two animals in here.
Nice, so where's Audrey and where's Hilda? Oh, they're both here, so... yeah, then I need to do this. That's the last place. I discovered everything. Which is crazy. I discovered everything. Whoop. Alright, let's talk to the sisters.
Surely the name is a coincidence. It's a pretty popular name. You think I'm happy doing this, James? Of course not. But what choice do we have? This isn't just about us. It's about everyone here in the vault. Everyone we've lost.
He's not just a liar. He's a killer, Audrey.
Can we get started already? The tissue samples aren't gonna remain stable forever. Oh, it's you. We were just trying to figure out... I don't know... everything.
You go send me help with the next steps.
I'm sorry you've been dragged along like this. I promise. This is the last time we ever help that madman.
We're going to be overseeing a final experiment. We can alter the future of this vault.
All of our work is coming to fruition! My research on understanding the Lost, Audrey's on the weather machine, but the last piece is Uncle Hugo. Like, literally, we're examining a piece of him. Gross, I know. But once we have the right data, we can run the machine again to reverse the effects of the Lost. We think.
So we're really going on with this?
The risk is high, but the reward is too great to ignore. And we may have a missing piece now, for an extra edge.
My father is the only one afflicted by the machine that has managed to retain his senses. At first, we speculated that it could be related to his sight impairment, but we are certain now there's more to it. He seems to have mutated differently from the other Lost. The experiments I've been running all but confirmed it.
We think the reason is because he was the one to push the big button, so to speak. He made direct contact with the device. The electricity spread out from him, almost like a conduit.
That's correct, but are you sure about this?
We are, and have the evidence to back it.
We've been comparing tissue samples from Uncle Hugo with ones from Papa and the others. The behavior from Uncle Hugo's sample is far more complex and responsive to stimuli. It's almost as if he's a completed specimen and the rest are just imitating him.
We've been repairing and adjusting the machine to potentially complete the Lost's transformation, using that monster upstairs as a template.
You got to see this is madness. Sounds like Hugo's selling you another lie. Okay, sure. Sounds like Hugo's selling you another lie.
No. Which is why we run tests first. We aren't simply going to fire up the machine again and hope he's right. We need to be sure first.
That's where you come in. We need you to head surface side and run the experiment for us. We've set up a number of devices that can simulate the effects of,
It'll simulate what the impact of different device configurations will have on lost cells. In other words, we can test what would happen if we followed my uncle's plan on a smaller scale.
How will we know if it works? I don't think we can run this. How will we know if it works?
We're going to be reading the results as they're relayed back here. We'll be in communication via radio tuners on the devices as well. If this proves worthless, my father's going to have to. We'll deal with that when we know for sure.
Okay, I'll head up for those. I'll head up to those devices. Point me there.
I'll mark the first device for you. We'll make contact once we see it up and running.
Anyone else kind of excited about this? Just me then?
Yeah, definitely.
Something I can help you with? Oh, hello.
I have a few questions. I have a few questions for you.
Ask away.
That's all.
I hope that clears things up.
Leave it to you.
Bye-bye, then.
Hopefully Daniel will report in soon.
Nice job on finding the
What
replacement.
do you need?
Something I can help you with?
I like your thoughts on some things.
Oh?
That's all.
Anything else you need?
If you
Catch you later.
My office is always open if you have something.
Something I can help you with?
Yes?
It may not seem like much, but your help has been invaluable to us.
So what was the deal with you and Alex?
She was the love of my life. The only one that ever got me. But I'm not really sure how any of that is relevant to you.
I thought you could use someone to talk about it.
I suppose you're not wrong there. Well, to summarize it, we met in a bookshop. And whilst that might sound romantic, it certainly was not love at first sight. We actually got into a bit of an argument. But our differences quickly became our common ground. We loved to challenge each other's views and tastes in literature. And whilst we started to love how different we were, my father saw it as a threat. God, that sounds cheesy. I'll stop boring you with this now.
Okay.
Oh,
I don't know. Why did your father think she was a threat? Why did your father think she was a threat?
Having someone with such strong communist views, sweet-talking the heir of his business, built on capitalist foundations.
Much as I hate to admit it.
I mean, you can see how he'd find that threatening, right? I still begged my father to allow her to join us in the vault, but to no avail. Shortly after I talked to my father, she vanished. I always thought he was behind all of it, and now I have proof. I can't believe how much she changed, though. To do something so ridiculous like kidnapping my mother, I don't think we could have worked things out anymore. It sounds like she was a whole different person, and now she's gone for good. Anyway, I think that's enough talking about this for me.
I should talk. Research your family. I'll leave you to it.
Good. I'm busy anyway.
something I can help you with?
It's never an easy thing to do to put someone out of their misery. Glad the outsider was there to help.
Damn, I need to go all the way over there. Fuck. Alright, so yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Damn.
Supplies are starting to
I
dwindle.
need to blow my nose, hold on.
Even with the stockpile from the supply runs. You know, before the storm.
I should write this down.
Alright, let's get back to the episode.
Anya, and that furthermore, any of his family was still at Hungary, or had spent most of his life covertly living in Ireland.
Pretty popular name, after all.
Fortunately, that was for a reason too. You see,
You should have arrived a few years back. The old vault sure was something.
Intoxication.
Before the accidents.
Looking
for someone?
But unknown to Ireland itself, his crimes actually went.
Sorry, no distractions.
In fact,
Let me get back to you.
back in the year 1997, he assaulted a 16-year-old girl to have a son by him. What is even about this story is that this teenager suffered disabilities, making her to consent. His horrifying actions wouldn't end there either. He actually had 2 other children by too. So, as a result of sexual assault. Astoundingly, Farah faced 8 charges of disorder and assault, but was only occasions. And even still, was you see, his suspicious nature seemed to stay in one place for too long, not only to obey the law. Several hits around him, usually with a girlfriend to front. Housing, despite his terrible behavior, the system failed to deport him out of the country. And surprisingly, at 1998, he was given citizenship. He received citizenship simply because he became a firstborn child. And what's worse, we don't even know if that was consensual. Now, to those of you who believe that I always portray the victims in a positive light, this dirtbag is definitely an exception. Because in March, and so, after years of being in the station for reasons, he was now to have some attributes. So this cycle seems
cloudy still. I do miss having a stroll under the stars. Good evening. So says the internal clock. Hard to tell the time just by looking around these past seconds. Oh, Wesley, if only you weren't such a lazy bird, I'd tune up this way over to you now. Looks like he let his water go stale again. I'll just boil up another batch for when he wakes up. Oh, I do hope that others will come back one day. After all the work James put into keeping the place going, what have you? James surely must have called up and Miss George by now. I should prepare something nice for their return. Cloudy still. I do miss having a stroll under a starlit sky. Why not buy some of our locally sourced water, freshly oiled? Looks like he let his water go stale again. I'll just boil up another batch for when he wakes up. Oh, I do hope that others will come back one day. After all the work James put into keeping the place going, what have you? James surely called up with his jewels now. I should prepare something nice for their return.
Having had enough, this
happy to help you with your shopping needs. If you need any repairs, unfortunately, our mechanic Wesley has disposed of. Others will come back one day. After all the work James put into keeping the place going. What else? Come now. Don't be shy. Browse the stock. Well, why not try our locally sourced maple syrup?
Instead, the head went a short watch for it. Now, what's quite interesting here is that in order to get to the core of the actual Ted machinery bag,
James surely comes up
missing the drive release in the bag. While at the farm, Charlotte dug a hole in the ground with a knife and the head in very England. Now, honestly, I have no idea what her obsession is with everything with the knife, but each to their own, I suppose. After that, Kathy then took the knives and hammer and threw it by pond to scatter the evidence. Linda then returned a few days later, digging up the head before using her son's school bag to transfer it to another location, where she then further smashed up the head into more pieces and buried it once again. And despite their sloppy efforts, this would remain hidden until Linda's confession later. Now, despite Charlotte and Linda both accepting their arrest, their mother, on the other hand, was nowhere to be found. In fact, upon hearing the news, she fled the country immediately. As a result, the authorities would soon learn that she had run away to England, sparking the beginning of the national manhunt. Being an Irish traveller, Kathleen was accustomed to a rather nomadic lifestyle, and so it wasn't hard for her to move around Britain without any official documentation, thus making it extremely difficult for the authorities to track her down. And sadly, she wasn't the only parent to leave her sisters behind. Due to his own mental health struggles and the shame of losing his family, John Malton was found hanging in his park in December 2005, mere months after the confession. Due to the brutal nature of Laura's murder, when he was killed, this case gained massive media attention, with tabloids giving the two women names as assistants. Proceedings in this case, and Charlotte went on trial 1 year later, October 2006. Meanwhile, her mother Kathleen was still unaccounted for. It should be highlighted here that the trial would have been sooner if Linda had been waiting for those indeed for her addiction. However, due to medication to help with recovery, it's believed that this was intentional proceedings. In the confessions, the trial did not take long. However, the past defense was relatively solid, to say the least. They both pleaded not guilty by means of self-defense, which is kind of understandable given Laura's previous behavior towards them, his convictions, and dangerous to them. However, their efforts were futile. Ultimately, Charlotte, being able to initiate the murder, was given a mandatory life sentence. Meanwhile, Linda was charged with manslaughter instead of murder, as the jury accepted her defense of provocation. As a result, she was given now, interestingly, both sisters would appeal the sentences on the grounds of insufficient psychiatric evaluation. They also claimed that the jury was forced into a rushed decision by the judge. To this day, Charlotte remains behind bars, while her sister Linda was released in 2018. This was after serving only 12 months of a 15-year sentence. Of course, the media has tracked her down since then, but quite understandably, she expresses that she just wants to get rid of the crime and refuses to comment on the things. face throat have surfaced on numerous occasions, which, of course, prompted her to be moved to a women's-only prison. I mean, I guess quite understandable. She was in no mood to let a man treat her. Terry moved to Ireland in 2008 to face her own charges, namely 2 counts of providing false information, and avoiding her arrest and instigation. She would also plead guilty to concealing evidence. However, she denied having complained. In addition to this, she would want to provide an unfortunate to help the prosecution against her own daughters. But then again, I guess she was not planning to win even a fear or walking away. Eventually, Kathleen was sentenced to 5 years in prison for her own involvement in the crime, meaning that she too is now over. Being honest with you, I find this part of the story quite tough. Because this was a very small sentence for someone who had concealed a murder before then deciding to evade them themselves. And so, at the time of this video being posted, 2024, 2 of them, women are now free to roam as they please. It's only Charlotte who remains behind bars. Due to the grotesque and violent nature of their crime, the Scissor Sisters continue to gain massive media attention and are still not talked about to this very day. So much so that this case was recommended to me. Laura Solennon was by no means a good man. He was unemployed, often a public nuisance, abusive towards women, and chronically abused drugs and alcohol. He was also the father to multiple children, many of which were for abuse. And so, say that he deserved it, but say domestic abuse is a very heavy situation. Stay away I'll just put Doyle up another catch. There are many people out there who disagree with Charlotte's life sentence, believing that all she was doing was protecting her mother and sister from a very abusive man, and that furthermore, the law doesn't actually have into place without someone like Laura. It's evident that all of their antisocial lifestyles were a catalyst for chaos, violence, and crime. So maybe it was a matter of time for a tragedy like this was to happen. These all people had an extraordinarily confusing amount of time between them. So, unfortunately, it's quite easy to see why and how something so tragic could happen. Glad knows, what do you think about this case? Do you think it's a murder? These characters have big facts. It's always the anyway, perhaps this case will be here today. First of all, I just want to say thank you so much for understanding my slower schedule. Thank you again to Scentbird for sponsoring this video. Use the code COFFEE55, scan the QR code, click the link below for 51% off your cents. And yeah, that's pretty much ends this video today. Thank you again for watching. As always, I'll see you again very soon for another one. Drive slow, watch yourself, watch each other. Stay safe.
That was an interesting story.
Suggested that
It's just Paris Hilton. It ain't no dignitary. Dignitary. Elected official. I would doubt the strong and the ex-president. I'm not sure. They should have been known as that. What they identify as men. It didn't play out. But I just on that one today. I was upset. After all, I promise you, actually, that's what we should just be.
Nice good weather today, eh? Well, no. But at least no stray lightning strikes in this area. Lazy. So nice to see people passing through here lately. Despite the hazards. James surely wants
Fuck is a robot? Alright, that was good.
Anything else?
Good to see you again. Jace surely must be caught up with his job now. I should prepare something nice for them. Rather parched. Why not buy some of our locally sourced water, freshly boiled? Looks like he let his water go stale again. I'll just boil up another batch for when he wakes up.
I'm not trying to be a hater, but this is straight up wrong. When Katy Perry grabs Shawn Mendes' butt on the red carpet, imagine if a male celebrity did this to a female celebrity. The reaction would be much different, but nonetheless, fans were upset. This article reads, while Shawn Mendes was being interviewed on the iHeartRadio red carpet last Sunday, Katy Perry walked by and decided to grab his butt. Now, the awkward exchange is raising serious questions about
Jace is keeping the place going.
Now, I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who would like to grab Shawn Mendes' butt, but they don't because we understand human decency. I mean, forget about consent, but there's a video of this incident. We'll watch it together, and you'll see that he's distracted because Katy Perry's behind him, grabbing up on him. When Shawn realized who it was, they laughed, and he said, "Oh, it's Katy Perry touching my butt." But still, it's just not okay. It's very unprofessional. Shawn tried to brush it off, explaining that he was a huge fan of Katy's, but he remained visibly shook to resume his conversation, saying, "Sorry, I'm just stunned." Now, you might be thinking that Katy and Shawn, they must go way back. I mean, for her to come up behind him and grab him like that, but he had never even met her. So, what an awkward way to introduce yourself. Here, and it doesn't seem like Shawn Mendes was okay with this interaction. This person wrote on Twitter, "I'm confused as to why it's okay that Katy Perry touched Shawn Mendes' butt. That doesn't sound okay to me." And of course, the people interviewing Shawn trying to play the situation, saying, maybe you could grab her butt back, but get it too wrong something. And I love Shawn Mendes' response because he said, "No, I cannot do that. That's not good. That's not a game." So he realizes that that action was okay, and he made it clear in that moment. This reminds me of the time when she started to get handsy with Justin Bieber. It seems like this is a pattern for Katy. Watch this clip because Katy Perry isn't hiding it when she reaches for him. And again, it doesn't seem like he's appreciative of this.
Alright, so I guess that's it. Let's fix this. I don't want to hear Katy Perry slander. Fellow Scorpion, doing weird shit to doesn't surprise me. Ah, yes.
I wonder if my internal clock is malfunctioning too.
1, 2. Yeah, I guess we'll explore with you first.
Hello, Scorpio, sun will not rise again. July 24th. My channel, subscribe, let's get started. For the first week of July, cosmos rising. Your day, masculine energy rises. This masculine energy, mother, beloved, your new boyfriend can be a colleague, enemy, host, duty, and for so teacher, mentor. So this first week I see that for some of the
James, surely not
spend more time with your father.
I should
There
prepare
is
something
something
nice for
your
their
father.
return.
Kind of news regarding your father. There's some kind of phone call that you make with your father. That you are calling your father and you're spending more time with your father and we're discussing important things.
I wonder if my internal clock is
For some of you,
malfunctioning.
don't teaching your father, you're father getting surprised with it. And for the father, another grand is basically being in the mood. And whatever dream, I would really write it down.
Oh, Wesley, if only you weren't such a lazy bones. I'd be tuned up this way till now.
For some of you, regarding your son, so your son is coming holidays to your son, regarding your son, that is coming. He's planning to have you, so you know that he has something.
Damn, I need to. Now I know what I want to do. Can't.
It's happening faster for the Scorpio. What I see for Scorpio is very loving, very giving, almost like single content. Is what I see. All in all, very, very positive. What I see. So, positive too. Or you can get a promotion. Is what I see. So, at work, I also see that using mindset, love, of sharing. What I see is I see that you have been very, you're going to be very, very busy. I really see dynamic. You're not traveling, but online traveling also, virtual traveling, and meeting a lot of people that are happening. It can be for some of you who are planning for a job, as I see. I also see that it helps the bit restricted somehow. Now they will be like expressing that they, for those of you who are single, I see them that's coming into their life right now. To have walked out of a relationship and something might come in. The second thing is what I see. See dynamic energy. This energy for travels, travel interior, travel of exterior, travel also. I see that you might be basic. Money is coming in, and money will be coming in. Your communication skills will keep them top notch. I also see that for those Scorpios who are export import, are going to be very, very
second week of July. Health-wise, I would tell you, mind your scope. Take care. Chest, okay. Like some of you can have some kind of allergy problems that affect your lungs. This kind of thing to be careful with. If you have any pains in your chest, you should get it sorted out. Dear scope. Wondering how to manifest? I have a special manifestation course for you. It's the stepwise guidance towards manifesting dreams. I've been doing that, and almost 98% of my manifestation list has been filled. So come join in. It's a wonderful, wonderful build on it and are reaping its benefit. I invite you to sell this course, and you will find it on my website and link below in the description box. All in all, wonderful second week energy also, and I'm going to see you in the third and fourth. Bye. Until then, good care of yourself. Like, share, and comment. Bye-bye, God.
Alright, so where the fuck is it then? Ammo converter. It should be somewhere. Yeah. Ammo converter. Did I delete it? Man, that's fucking weird. Let me look it up. Hold on. I really need it. The fuck is it? So weird. Resources. There are no resources. Ah, because I need to go outside. That's why. You fucker. Now I remember. Shit. Jesus, this sucks. Alright, Scorpio. Yeah. Let's listen to you.
This part of the reading is almost encouraging you to turn your back on the past. It's saying that you really can't judge a new situation based off the past because it's a new situation. And I feel like this has to do with, like, work. That's what I'm talking about, is that you could be looking to improve your finances, kind of like money or do something that makes money. And I feel that Page of Swords, it's almost like you have this idea, you keep looking at it here, like he is. He's looking at that tentacle, and you're saying to yourself, do I know enough to, create this business? Or, it doesn't even have to be a business. It could just be something that you want to get started on. Your health, it could be anything else. And I kind of see, it's like you're examining something. It's a card of kind of curiosity. I'm pretty sure you get the Page of Swords with me all the time. I'm pretty sure this card comes up for you every single reading. And the Page of Swords, on one hand, it's a great card for being curious, asking questions, really looking into something. But on the other hand, I feel that we go from here to the star. The King of Swords. King of Swords is knowledge and wisdom. This way we go over to the Queen of Wands. And the answer with the Queen of Wands is learn as you go. She has to start something, and really kind of like the true meaning of the Queen of Wands is that she has no protection from fire, and she's only Wands core card that doesn't have salamanders on her cloak, and salamanders represent protection from fire. So she has to learn as she does something, and she just has to take the risk of getting burned, basically. And I kind of feel like that's where you're at. I even think your intuition is kind of telling you to do something new, or to start that project you've been thinking of, or use your voice, speak up in some area of your life. And like your intuition is really telling you to do something. I read the Queen of Cups as you. I know that everybody reads her as Cancer, but
I should focus. I don't want to make no fucking mistakes. 44. So I guess I don't have enough. So so. Damn, I got a lot.
like it's saying, it's almost like ease to this and this is saying it's time for you to take center stage. Maybe that's a better way to put it. As in, it's time for you to speak up. The first part there, it's time for you to share your knowledge, the things that you've learned. The King of Swords is a part of knowledge and wisdom. So I feel like you have a lot to share. You have had a lot of experiences. But I feel you just need to kind of like speak up and share more. I hope that makes sense. You have the Temperance card. Temperance is not turning on others are helping. I do feel like you are alchemizing your life with the Magician and Temperance card. I think, like I said, the more experience you have, the better. It will just give you a bigger pool of information. And, this right here is a universal consciousness on the star card. So she's tapping into great wealth of knowledge. It seems that, like, you are doing that. With the Seven of Wands, you have the Justice card. There could be justice. I do feel like some of you are something, by the way. This could be like divorce or separation. And I do feel like things are kind of like moving along here. Do I feel like this is meant? No. I feel like if you're dealing with something like that, there's more to go. But I have these, like, there is balance coming in for you. With the Star card, you have the Pentacles. This could be a really big opportunity that you're working on. Ace of Pentacles is specifically an opportunity that you have to, like, nurture into existence. Luckily, you have the Empress. So the Empress is really nurturing energy. And it looks to me like you're going to be nurturing a big opportunity distance. Especially with the Star, this would be a big goal to dream. Something that you wanted. With the Temperance card, you have the Devil here. Like, again, someone could be dealing with like a difficult person here, especially with the King of Swords. What I will say is that the King of Swords law and order. You have the Ace of Swords, which is also law and order, balance. It is also a part of justice. So I do feel if you're doing something like a divorce, a separation, a difficult person, that things are going to balance out, and things will become more even in that situation. You even end with this card that says win-win outcome is forecast. So I really feel. And didn't that other card say the same thing? Yeah, it says the win-win approach will bring mutual. So there you go. There's some sort of win coming in. Next, there would be messages for your future self. You have this release card. There could be that's being revealed here, or the truth coming out, or information, and that could help release the situation. I also feel that a lot of you are moving for release. Get Two of Pentacles on it. Some of these I feel are like obligations that you have to do this, and I feel that's what you're releasing, or you will be. Almost like the energy, like up here, and that's what your future self is encouraging to pay attention to. You have the Three of Cups, Six of Pentacles, and the King of Swords. Three of Cups would be collaboration. Again, I feel your future self is encouraging to collaborate. Pretty sure this comes up for you every single reading. So there you go. I would work together with other people. This could also represent a harvest. Ladies here are celebrating this harvest that is behind them. So if you've been working hard on a project, this is your career, whatever, I feel like you could just be celebrating that. You have the Six of Pentacles.
Damn.
Six of Pentacles is equal give and take. It could also be kind of like a win-win. And it might be worth it, again, not telling you I'm not a lawyer, I'm just something on the internet, so again, listen to your lawyer, but if you are dealing with a legal situation and there's some sort of agreement that comes up, or whatever you call it, it might be worth it to just keep settlement, whatever it is, right? Because it could just life out. Stress and the anxiety and everything might be worth it just to move past it to the Pentacles energy. I'm not saying, again, don't listen to me. I want to stress that I don't know what I'm talking about, so take that with a grain of salt. For the rest of you, I feel that these Pentacles about investing in the steps necessary to, especially with the Magician, these Six of Pentacles kind of like about taking a step, seeing what grows, seeing what doesn't, and then doubling down on the good stuff. So the more you do that, the better your life will get, and that's what this is saying. You have the King of Swords, Swords card knowledge. I feel a lot of you have gained a lot of knowledge in life. You're also progressing more quickly in life with it. I also feel like you need to like share more, especially with the speaking card here, whatever that said, the voice card, and also the Star. The Star sometimes I feel says that you are big enough to like stand out to do that, and the King of Swords is more withdrawn, more reserved. So it might be time for you to like speak up. Maybe with the Three Cups, you need up in groups that you belong to, or ideas, put things out when you need to look at the response. See what is getting a positive response, what's getting a negative response. Just use that as feedback, right? Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have this card that says a new start is coming. You also have this Libra that says a win outcomes forecast. There could be a very positive entry into your life here with energy. You have the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands being assertive, really going for something that you want. The Queen of Wands, again, has no protection.
That's it.
And so she's having to kind of take a risk, put herself out there, get something that she wants. So
That's what's up.
Flower points towards the sun, and she needs to follow her desire that represents. She also has this black cat right here.
That's what's up.
And during the times of tarot, black cats were considered unlucky. The whole point of it is the fact that she doesn't care. She just likes her black cat, and that's it. And so it kind of says you have to do things that you want to do, no matter what. It says it doesn't matter the other people don't like what it's not their life, it's your life. The Queen of Wands always reminds me that that it's my life.
Let's go back. I need to use the toilet. Give me a moment, guys.
So I feel that for a lot of you, Queen of Wands is encouraging you to keep control of your life. I also feel that you could be working on something new.
Yeah, hold on. Let me go use the toilet real quick. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, I'll make it up to you, don't worry. Probably saw my shenanigans. My shenanigans.
This messages please for Scorpio. Right. You have the 8 of Wands and the 9 of Pentacles. My dear Scorpios, this is an incredible message. This is the kind of energy everybody would love to receive. But this is your message, my dear Scorpios. Now remember, prosperity can mean different things to everybody. You can be prosperous in regards to your finances, money, your career, your job. You can be prosperous.
Let's go back.
Welcome, Scorpio, to your July. We are going to go ahead and see the possible energies and messages coming through for you for this period. Scorpio, just move. I'm reading your cards. This is going to give us messages, the main themes coming through for you. I will then go ahead and clarify everything further with the tarot to get deeper insight and deeper messages. Scorpio, this is a collective reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. This new taking place on the 5th of July, and it is in Cancer. Energy represents youth, fresh starts, and the beginning of cycles. It's in Cancer. This is all emotions, tuition, and nurturing. It's a time to connect with your higher self and what areas of your life might need healing. It's a good time for self-care. Listen to your intuition and deepen this wisdom from you. Remember, feel the energy before and a week after and you so I just hold on further here with the new Taurus energy. Prosperity lies ahead, and I'm just going to get you clarifiers. So just this messages for us for Scorpio. Right. You have the 8 of Wands and the 9 of Pentacles. My dear Scorpios, this is a message. This is the kind of energy everybody would love to receive. And this is your message, my dear Scorpios. Now remember, prosperity can mean different things to everybody. You can be prosperous with regards to your finances, money, your career, your job. You can be prosperous in love, romantic love, family love. You can be prosperous in your family life, with your friendship, whatever prosperity means to you. My dear Scorpios, it's coming in. It's coming in fast. This resonate tells me that this period energy is picking up from your Scorpio.
Running control test. This will show us how added storm energy under the machine's old configuration interacts with their cells.
Why waste our time on this? We just need to see the effects of the configuration.
You need a control room, James. This is too important for cutting corners.
It's fucking weird. I was on the same place. Right there.
Test completed. As suspected. They become further agitated, volatile. They're much less stable than Uncle Hugo's now.
Great. Now we know the thing that was bound to fail will fail. On to the next device. Over and out.
So that's just one. Then we gotta go here. I should go to the store first. My man, you can just... That makes more sense. I don't know why. Why are you thinking of...
Take it up.
Looks like he let his water go stale again. I'll just boil up another batch for when he wakes up. Others will come back one day. After all of the work James put into keeping the place going. What happens? Happy to help you with your shopping needs. If you need any repairs, unfortunately our mechanic Wesley is a tad indisposed right now. I should prepare something nice for their return. Oh, Wesley, if only you weren't such a lazy bones. Might tune up his way overdue now. Such a message coming through for you. It doesn't work now. It seems the communication is what I want from you, and I'm just going to get you clarifiers. I let us know what classification energy is.
Manifest confessing. This follows. Have your dreams manifest. And successfully, as they come down from the spiritual realm, manifest to the physical.
Introducing the ultimate AI voiceover. Yep, like me. Go to artlist.io and get it.
Device 2 starting up now. We will be using the new configuration. Our hypothesis is that the samples from the Lost will begin to behave closer to Uncle Hugo's. Come on, science. You can do it!
God have mercy on us all.
Test completed. This is not what I expected. They barely changed, but they are reacting to the sample from Father, even from across the table. They're moving toward it.
Let me see Hugo's. Dear Lord. It's not just that. They're mirroring it, following it. Almost like puppets on strings.
How is this even possible? Did Uncle Hugo know this would happen?
Bastard. He isn't planning to fix them. He's planning to bring them under his control. Sleazy, Vault-Tec scum. I knew it! I'm bringing him into custody. Now!
Oberlin, wait! James! Damn it, he's gone. You're still there, right? There's one more device. Please head there. You have to be sure this isn't some kind of fluke.
It's the last device, and then we go here, so we should go. Let's see. Can do, technically, can do. Yeah, can do an farmer. Can do an farmer. Heavy gunner, bullet shields. Oh, let's do it. Bullet shield. Yeah, bullet shield, baby. This shit is annoying, so let's get off first. No. Let's go here first, cause this is gonna be fucking annoying if I don't.
Not about finding things out, needing to know the truth about something rising to the top so that you can see it, feel it. Okay, right. Now the time has come for you to make decisions and to act in your best interests. First two cards, your overall energy is Queen of Swords. Now, not necessarily the first one you think of when you talk, sign, air sign, two things. One, Queen of Swords represents boundaries. She is so and has the sword of truth. She is putting everything to the knife. Like, talk to my sword, sweetheart. Talk to my sword, because she's classy, she's elegant, she's not getting sweaty, running after anything, she's not apologizing. Just to the clean. It's like chopping through a ripe melon. No, we get to the ball. So
No.
you are needing to this.
That's crazy.
You deal with a situation or a person. For a few of you, though, this can also represent a work. And this might be work, it might be relationships. We're going to love life in a minute.
No.
Work and destiny as well.
Fucking sucks.
It's about working clean, and it's most Scorpios do work very clean, but I mean tidying up your details, making sure you know where everything's buried. You know, you dot the I's, you cross the T's. If anybody says, well, what about this? You just literally go, there it is.
It's bullshit.
So you may have an interview coming up for a job, you may have a situation with a manager or whatever it is, even a customer if you're self-employed, where you sort of need to pinpoint things. You need to stick to the facts. You need to make your head roll hard. So there is some kind of emotion.
Yeah, it sucks, man. I don't want to play nothing else. I guess I have no choice but to get off because they're doing fucking maintenance. It sucks. Fucking sucks. Seriously, that fucking sucks. I don't know, man.
Hitman seemed to have all of the makings of a hit summer movie. A rising star leading man, a magnetic leading actress, a beloved director, a successful festival run, and great reviews. Then it got bopped
Wake that ass up.
Yeah, I'm fucking sad, man. I wanna fucking play. I don't feel like doing anything else. Sorry, guys. I guess I'm gonna get off. Fucking sucks. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it, but they're doing maintenance and I can't play anymore. Thank you. Have a good day. Have a good night. Peace out. Thank you.